Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm an International Admissions and Recruitment Officer here at Carleton University. I'm also a very proud international alumni myself. I'm from Lebanon, I was raised in Saudi Arabia, and I came to Carleton as an international student and graduated in neuroscience and mental health. Thank you so much for joining this session where we'll tackle one of the most common questions: how do I choose my program? Some of you may already know exactly what you want to study, while others may feel a little unsure or overwhelmed by the different options. Either way, I do hope that this presentation will be useful to you. My goal is to give you direction on where to start, explain key terms that you will encounter in your application process, and to walk through different options at Carleton to design your degree. We're going to kick it off with the basic steps. As prospective international students, you stand at the start of an incredible journey. But I know I was in your shoes less than 10 years ago. You have many options ahead of you, and it can seem a lot to take in. Remember that big dreams are built one step at a time. Choosing your program and institution is a discovery journey, and it begins with self-reflection. This is the foundational step that helps you understand your strengths and passions. Then your program exploration. Once you now know you've self-reflected and know your strengths and your passions, this step would allow you to find the programs that align with that. Once you know the programs you're interested in, you begin to research the universities. This is when you look at which schools offer those programs that you're interested in, but also provide a safe, diverse, and opportunity-filled environment, just like Carleton. When you follow these steps, the decision becomes a lot clearer and you'll be ready to take the leap. Now, let's take a closer look at self-reflection together. To many students, this is the most difficult step. Here's my advice. You see this circle that just appeared in the center? This is where your interests, skills, motivations, and realities overlap. That's your garden. This is where you bloom. And with so many program options at Carleton, we are confident that you will find a good fit. Because this is the foundational step in designing your degree, I want to dig a little deeper. Here's an example of the types of questions that you can ask yourself. To identify your skills and your interests, ask yourself questions about the type of person that you are and the things that you enjoy, like, am I a people's person or a numbers person? What subjects do I enjoy doing even outside of school? And then to identify your realities and your academics, ask yourselves about your limitations and your preferences. Do I want to study in a lab? Do I want to study something that requires further studies, etc.? And then to identify your motivation and goals, ask yourself what keeps you going and who you want to be in the future. It's as simple as, where do I want to be in 10 to 15 years? Or what is the definition of success to me? All right, it is time for an activity together on self-reflection. In the same spot where your chat and your Q&A icons are located, you'll find the poll icon. It looks like 3 lines. Choose multiple answers if you'd like. Let's take a look. It'll appear on our screens in a second. All right. So our communities actually need all 5 skills. Doers build the world, thinkers explain the world, creators imagine the world, helpers care for the world, and leaders guide the world. We could be multiple things at the same time. All right. Moving on. Now that I've hopefully given you some helpful direction on self-reflection, we're going to move on to Carleton degrees from an academic perspective. Some of you may still be in the process of deciding if Carleton is where you want to study, and we're highlighting many great reasons to choose Carleton throughout today's event. I'm here to tell you that you're the artist designing your own degree at Carleton. So for your next steps, we'll start by chatting about the benefits of a Carleton degree. Degrees at Carleton, first and foremost, are internationally recognized, meaning that when you earn a degree here, it will have value when you're applying to jobs outside of Canada. Another advantage is that it has value when you're applying to graduate programs like a master's or a PhD outside of Canada as well. Another benefit to a Carleton degree is the flexibility and the experience. I'll talk a lot more about this throughout the presentation, but essentially there's often the option to combine areas of studies and to switch programs, to double major, to take a minor, etc. And lastly, I want to emphasize that Carleton's basic philosophy on teaching is experiential and hands-on learning. This is our vision for you. It is threaded throughout all of our programs. It is our strategic priority that every student at Carleton has a meaningful experiential learning activity by the time that they're graduating. And my colleagues today will touch base on those in separate sessions, so please be sure to stay tuned for the remainder of the event. Now, let's take a look at Carleton's academic arrangement. So we have 5 faculties at Carleton. These offer different areas of studies. Within those 5 faculties, we offer a total of 26 bachelor degree programs to choose from. And then within those 26 bachelor degree programs, we have over 150 majors. The variety is so that you can specialize in what excites you the most. From those majors branches out more than 50 minors, different streams, concentrations, and of course, courses that you can take as electives. Once you start to add these options to your major, you're really designing that degree. So what's a faculty really? I know I started by saying Carleton has 5 faculties. So a faculty basically manages departments or schools. When departments have similar fields, subjects, or themes, we merge them into a group and we call it a faculty. The 5 faculties at Carleton are Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Engineering and Design, Public Affairs, Science, and the Sprott School of Business. And each of them offer their own unique opportunities. Here's a list of those 26 undergraduate degree programs that belong to these faculties. So basically, these are the departments in the schools. Highlighted in red are some of our more recent degree programs and majors like cybersecurity, data science, nursing, mechatronics as a major. And some of you might be looking at this list right now and wondering, where's finance or chemistry? Within your degree programs, that's where you choose a major. Majors are the specific fields of study that you're choosing to focus on within a particular department. Finance and chemistry, these are majors. Finance is a major within the Bachelor of Commerce, and chemistry is a major within the Bachelor of Science. And yes, when you're graduating, your diploma will say both the degree and the major. Okay, it is time for another activity. It'll reflect on the screens in a moment. So in order to make sure that you can see the different results, you do just make sure that you put in your vote. It looks like the majority here at the moment are interested in technology and engineering, always a famous one. It's really cool seeing all the interests from all around the globe. Because we're connecting online, it gets us all connected. Okay, moving forward, we're going to do a quick example together. I know that there were a lot of terms covered right now, so this will help us piece it together. At Carleton, the Faculty of Engineering and Design offers a bachelor degree in engineering. Within that bachelor degree, they offer 11 different majors. If I'm a science student and I'm interested in aerospace engineering, let's take a closer look together. Within aerospace engineering, I can concentrate and specialize even more. What you're seeing on your screen are the 4 areas of concentration within the aerospace major itself. And this does not only apply to engineering. Many majors at Carleton offer concentrations and streams that allow you to further your specialties for a more unique degree. Another way to supplement your major is to add a minor. A minor is a smaller area of study compared to the major. In most cases, a major at Carleton is about 40 courses or 20 credits, whereas a minor is typically 8 courses or 4 credits. But wait, then what's the difference between a concentration and a minor? A concentration is within your major and it is very related to it. It's almost like a subspecialty of your field. A minor is not. A minor can be unrelated to your major. It can be so different that maybe you're getting a degree in science and minoring in film studies. Or it can be complementary, like a major in journalism and a minor in human rights and social justice. If you're a person with multiple interests who's feeling restricted by having to choose just one program to study, minors are a great option for you. You can see on this list that many of our majors can be minors, but we also offer a variety of options that are exclusively available as minors. So what you're seeing on your screen right now are not offered as majors. Both lists are posted on our website for you to see. We're getting closer to the end of our session and we covered a lot of terms and options, but I want to take a moment to talk to our future professionals, the future doctors, lawyers, dentists, therapists, and so on. How do you choose your program? At no point in the list did we see a program that says veterinarian or teacher. In Canada, for all the professions that are mentioned on your screen and for most other medical related professions, you are required to complete a bachelor degree first, and then you would apply to professional programs such as law school or medical school. In most cases, you're not restricted in what you choose as a bachelor degree. That being said, for a lot of medical schools, for a lot of students who are interested in medical school, for example, it makes sense to study a science or health sciences. However, the medical schools themselves do not have a preference. You can actually graduate in engineering and still apply to medical schools. And regardless of the program that you choose to take, our departments and service offices at Carleton can help guide you on necessary prerequisites and how to obtain them for consideration at professional schools. What's most important is that you choose the program that you are interested in and definitely can excel in. In conclusion, with the variety of add-on options at Carleton, your degree is unique. It's unique to who you are today and to who you will be in the future. I hope that this has helped you understand the ins and outs of choosing a program. If you enjoyed today's activities and need some help uncovering the possibilities, we have a fun, non-scientific quiz that is meant to get you thinking about Carleton programs that are available based on your particular interests. Who knows, you might discover a program that you haven't even ever considered before. Thank you so much for joining this session and for giving me the opportunity to share. I hope that you're feeling a little more informed and more confident in choosing your future program and in choosing Carleton. For questions, of course, feel free to reach out to us first via email or book a virtual meeting with an international recruiter like myself or my colleagues speaking today. Before our next session, we'd like to share a video showcasing a student's capstone project. It's an excellent example of experiential learning in action, and it is a great way for you to see how you can thrive in your program. Enjoy.